Hello and welcome to my vlog about the Animal Crossing Aquarium Tour. Now, the first time I heard about this event, I just felt kinda sad and angry because my first reaction when seeing something like this is another one of those events that are only in Japan. But, as it turns out, the experience wasn't a Japan exclusive. In fact, me and my family could go to it at the Tennessee Aquarium, a few states over. And now, I'm bringing this experience to you. I want this to be a fun way to experience the event if you didn't get to go yourself. At the time of this video being out, I believe it is no longer in the USA. Not only will you be seeing the Animal Crossing event in this video, but also a bunch of other activities we did during this trip. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. This is gonna be a very long video. Now, as some of you may know, I live in Illinois, and Tennessee is 10 hours from Illinois, so there was a very, very, very long car trip in store, and I had to figure out stuff to do to keep me from going insane. I started off my car trip by working on another big project on the channel, the Pizza Tower music ranking video.
Coming soon, by the way.
After about an hour, we made it to Indiana, where we drove past a Cheetos truck. Then we stopped by the Indiana Welcoming Center, which was actually really cool and had some buffalo statues and this cool display with some monarchs. There were also a couple Cheetos trucks in the parking lot. I don't think I've ever seen a Cheetos truck in my life, but I saw, like, a bunch of them on this trip within, like, 1 hour. Then I got a little hungry, so I ate some veggie straws. We drove past a bunch of these big wind turbines. I thought they looked pretty cool. Then I decided to rehearse a bit of my script, because I am in a production of Shrek the Musical. Don't mean to brag, but I play Shrek, the main character. What am I talking about? I totally mean to brag. Then we stopped at a Burger King. I got a Whopper, which I ate and forgot to take a picture of. But I also got this cookie that kind of looks like a ladybug. Just me who thinks that? Okay. Then we had to feed my doggo Pluto. Pluto has this disease called mega esophagus, which means he has to sit up like a person every time he eats, which was tricky in the car. He also has to have water that has been thickened with a thickener, but he wouldn't drink it. However, he would lick it off Mom's fingers. Oh. Thank you, Pluto. That was him making a noise in the background while I'm reading the script. That wasn't part of the script.
All right.
What, Jeff?
Well, here's the first time that we're going to try feeding the dog with the mega esophagus in the car. What do you think about that, Plutie? Are you hungry? I think that means yes.
I think that does.
All right, we're in a Chick-fil-A parking lot. Wish us luck.
We fed him in a Chick-fil-A parking lot, and while we were there, we thought we might as well get some food. I got this cool key lime shake, and this mac and cheese, which was way too big. Next, I decided to work on the script for my Pizza Tower music ranking video. And then we finally arrived in Tennessee. We saw this big line of trucks whose drivers were sleeping, and we went down a mountain and saw this pretty fireworks sign. We are currently in Tennessee, the state we need to be in. But then we went to Georgia, then back into Tennessee. And then we finally arrived at the hotel. And Pluto made himself right at home. While Assistant and Mom went out to the car to get the luggage, I was on dog duty. We chilled and watched some horses. The next day was finally time to head to the aquarium, and we left Pluto with his favorite show, Nature Cat. We arrive at the Tennessee Aquarium. I walk in, and the first thing I hear is the Animal Crossing New Horizons main theme. And see Tom! I was going absolutely crazy. This was amazing. They even gave me a sticker. You're gonna want to remember the fact that I got this sticker for later. We went up this very cool elevator and saw Isabel.
Jack, where are we going?
We're going to the Tennessee Aquarium Animal Crossing tour. Where's Tom?
Hello, everyone.
It's Isabel.
You just noticed that?
Well, I'm behind you guys, and as you keep telling me, I'm shorter.
Then we went to the otter room, and the otters were not out today, but we did see a certain other otter. But then, something happened. Something really scary. So we left my dog Pluto at the hotel, but because we were so worried about him, Assistant left a bunch of cameras to watch him. These cameras can also pick up sound, and will send a notification to Assistant every time there is a significant movement or sound. So imagine our surprise when we hear this clip that the cameras recorded. We were terrified. We didn't know what to do. We thought he fell off the very high bed. Then we remotely turned the camera and figured out the real reason he was making the noise. He was howling. Just for context, he has never done this before. But he decides now would be the perfect time to just start howling. Thanks a lot, Pluto. You almost gave me a heart attack. Next, we finally saw our first fish, the rainbow trout. The rainbow trout was in Animal Crossing in past games, just not New Horizons. Whenever in this video we see a fish that is also in Animal Crossing, I will be putting up a clip of the game so you can compare it to the real deal. Sadly, the rainbow trout and other fish that aren't New Horizons, I don't have footage of them, so I'll just put up a PNG. In the next room, we saw a big tank full of trout, including a brook trout, which was in the original Animal Crossing. We also saw some more fish that were not in Animal Crossing. Didn't know I could hold my breath that long. And then we got to our first information plaque. These are really cool things with information about the fish from Blathers, and a picture of it in Animal Crossing. And our first one was the sturgeon.
The sturgeon is a large and long-lived river fish which has changed little in the last 300 million years. One curious behavior of theirs is leaping high out of the water and falling back in on their sides. The smacking sounds of their re-entry can be heard for up to half a mile away, likely more underwater. No one knows why they do it, but I like to think it's their impression of bread popping out of a toaster. When not leaping in the air, some sturgeons spend their time swimming along the seafloor. They have no teeth, but whisker-like barbels help them navigate and find food. Sturgeon have protective bony plates called scutes along their heads and bodies.
We even got to touch the sturgeon. Next up, we have a very infamous room with my family. This was not the first time that my family went to the Tennessee Aquarium, and the first time something really funny happened at the hotel. So I was having this dream that I was in the alligator room, and there was this really stupid guy who kept coming up to me and saying, "Hey, where are the alligators?" So I said to him, "In the alligator tank, duh." "Hey, where are the alligators?" "In the alligator tank, duh!" But that's not the funny part. My dad said I was actually sleepwalking while having this dream. I was walking around the hotel room without any pants for some reason. So my dad said,
"Where are your pants?"
"In the alligator tank, duh!" And that is one of the funniest stories from my childhood. But alligators weren't the only thing in this room. There were fish and even turtles. There was also a bass reminiscent of the black bass. There were actually two informational plaques here, both for different types of turtles.
The snapping turtle is a large turtle known for its crocodile-like body and long claws. No, wait, it is better known for its ferocious bite, which it can deliver with shocking speed for a turtle. No, wait! It is best known for that time one chased me across a parking lot and I had to climb on top of a car. Their fierce bite doesn't mean they are aggressive. They are docile in the water, but don't make the mistake of trying to pick one up by its shell. Their necks have a long reach, best to leave them alone. The soft-shelled turtle is not one to shy away from biting when provoked. In addition to its powerful bite, this little critter has the ability to breathe both above and below water. It has an unusually long neck, which it uses for both breathing and biting. Come to think of it, how did you manage to avoid being bitten? Well, it's a fearsome critter, but just look at that face. Rather silly, what? Soft shells have sharp nails, strong jaws, and webbed feet. They burrow into sand or gravel to hide from predators and ambush prey. Their rubbery shells are as flexible as stingrays, and they're agile both in water and on land.
And then we saw a cutout of Blathers. Blathers was my childhood absolute favorite character, so getting to take a picture with a cutout of him was pretty cool.
Thank you for that noise, Pluto.
In the next room, we got to see some absolute monster fish. One of those fish being the arapaima. Let's learn a little bit more about it.
The stately arapaima is quite large. Indeed, it is among the largest freshwater fish there are. Furthermore, these fascinating fish make quite the family unit. That is to say, male arapaimas protect their young by holding them gently in their mouths. Meanwhile, female arapaimas swim circles around these full-mouthed fathers fending off predators. It simply goes to show that cold-blooded creatures can be heartwarming too. Arapaima scales are extremely tough and have a highly mineralized outer layer. Their hard scales protect them from the sharp teeth of piranha, one of their major predators. Their scales are even studied by materials scientists to create armor for people.
Like Blathers said, these are absolutely huge. This is one compared to me. Next up, slightly smaller, we have the rainbow fish.
The rainbow fish is a tropical fish known for its metallic colors and beautiful fins. There are over 50 different species, each a unique and pleasing color. I must say, it does make me wish for feathers of a more exciting hue than underbaked brownie. These brightly colored fish live in freshwater areas of Australia and New Guinea. With so many different species, they really can be found in every color of the rainbow.
Next up, we saw some more sturgeon. This time, they were Russian sturgeon.
Oh yes, I love the Russian sturgeon. Marks, get out of our aquarium tour, yes, yes? Aquarium tour belong to all.
We interrupt your broadcast to tell you to look at this dude.
Funny.
Piranha time!
I am not exactly a fan of the piranha, despite knowing that they're mostly harmless. For those nasty, pointy teeth. Whoo! These infamous little blighters will attack when in groups. Imagine all those hundreds of tiny teeth. To think that they're floundering about our peaceful waters just waiting to strike. Well, never fear. I shall keep this one under the strictest lock and key, with nary a bathroom break allowed. Red piranhas, common in the Amazon, travel in large groups. Despite their reputation, they are mostly herbivores and seldom bite larger animals. Along with paku, they boast keen hearing and can produce barking sounds through specialized muscles.
After seeing the piranha, we saw some more strange fish. It also advertised that there is a coolie loach in this tank, and my mom really wanted to see it, but I couldn't find it for her. I forgot exactly what she said to me, but it was along the lines of, "I want a coolie loach and I want it now, Jack. Loaches are the best eel clones ever." And then we saw some super cool frogs. My mom says they look like guacamole.
I understand that frogs converse with fellow frogs through a number of varied calls, as it were. Ribbit, my prince has arrived. Gribbit, ribbit. This pond is tragic. Ribbity, ribbed. I think you're splendid. Of course, I have no clue what they're saying, but I like to think if I practice enough, I might. These amphibians need water to survive. Some frogs swim in it. Rainforest frogs absorb it from mist and humidity. Most tadpoles start with gills, but develop lungs and legs when they undergo metamorphosis into frogs.
And then we got to the area I call Turtle Stravaganza.
Stop videoing me. Help, I'm stuck.
Then we got to this really cool room with lots of stuff from Animal Crossing.
The bluegill is incredibly common, a bit too common depending upon where you are. They eat anything that fits in their mouths and are highly adaptable. The bane of fishermen in some areas, bluegill is often the only fish to be caught. But looking in its wee beady eyes, I must say I see no ill will in it. Bluegill live in freshwater ponds, lakes, and slow-moving streams. They live around sunken trees, docks, and piers, as well as in grass beds and along shorelines. Bluegill are sometimes called bream, panfish, or perch. They eat small insects and larvae. Oh, the carp! Have you ever seen their teeth? For your sake, I hope you have not. Carp have teeth in their throat strong enough to crunch on hard things like shells and fingers. A good rule of thumb when dealing with other species is to keep your fingers out of their mouths. Although, having neither thumbs nor fingers, I am quite safe from this little fellow. Yes, quite safe. You pitiful band of carp. Carp usually don't need to use their teeth. They eat aquatic plants, worms, and small animals they suck up from the bottoms of lakes and ponds. This makes the water very murky and can keep plants from growing. Dace are shiny little fish that enjoy freshwater streams with gravelly bottoms and plenty of sunlight. What a fishy paradise! Until the larger fish move in and begin eating the dace. Sadly, the shiny dace are easy for other fish to spot, which makes them a popular snack. However, this particular specimen here has no need to worry. There's a strict no eating your neighbor policy at this institution. Daces are minnows that usually live in small streams with few predators and eat insects. Their tiny scales are very colorful, especially for the males during spawning season. Some daces spawn over the gravel nests of other minnows.
Also, a lot of cool fish in this room that are not in Animal Crossing.
The least killifish. He'll just hurt you a little bit.
Oh, it's not.
Only a few.
Dace, send it into space. That's where it will run and you won't win the race. Out in space, no one hears you scream unless if you see a Dace,
It
it's not a dream.
Then we got some information about the gar.
Hoo hoo! So you have snagged a gar. Did you know this beastly fish can grow up to 9 feet long? Indeed, the gar is a remnant of times long past, a living fossil, if you will. It not only has sharp teeth and armor-like scales, it has the ability to take breaths of air as well. Ah, to look upon this unusual fish is to get a glimpse of our prehistoric past. Gar are found only in North America and typically live in fresh or brackish water. Alligator gar are the biggest gar species, weighing up to 300 pounds. With their short, wide snouts and bodies, they are easily mistaken for alligators. By stupid people.
Somebody put that in the...
And then we got to this room with a lot of pretty orange fish. My mom said she really wanted a picture of one of the fish directly facing the camera. But every time I took one, she was not happy with it. I took this one and she was like, "Oh, but I want one that's just a picture, not a video." So I took this one. But then she said, "Actually, I want one of the orange ones." So then I took this one and she said, "No, it's not directly facing the camera enough." So then we finally got this one. Thank God. We even saw some fry. Then we saw probably my childhood favorite fish, the arowana.
The arowana is an excellent jumper. Some have been seen leaping 6 feet out of the water, eh what? Alas, it has also been on the endangered species list for some time. It's up to us to do all we can to help preserve such magnificent creatures for the years to come. Silver arowana are formidable predators, even able to leap from the water to capture prey in low-hanging branches. However, more commonly, they slurp up floating insects using their drawbridge-like mouths.
At the Tennessee Aquarium, there are 2 buildings, one for freshwater fish and one for saltwater fish, and there's only one more info thingy in the freshwater building, and it just so happens to be the catfish!
Catfish don't have scales and are rather slimy. Believe it or not, this slime helps them breathe. Some species of catfish are nocturnal and they'll feed on almost anything. They use a suctioning action to pull in their food. Did I mention they can grow as large as you or I? Well, I'm only an owl, so it's much more impressive they can grow as large as you. Discover the catfish, which lurks in the depths of the northern rivers of South America. Armed with a slimy body and a unique downward-facing mouth, it scours the riverbed, ready to strike at any edible treasure it finds. Comic mischief.
We went into the gift shop where we were met by Timmy and Tommy. There was also a lot of cool Animal Crossing merch here, like pillows, Legos, and Pez dispensers. We didn't get any Animal Crossing stuff yet, but we did get this baby octopus puppet book. I actually collected these puppet books, and I never seen this one. Pardon me, boy. Is that the Chattanooga Choo-Choo? We arrived at the saltwater building and found Tom. Then we sat down to eat some food, including a Snapple. If you don't know, there's a cool fun fact at the bottom of every Snapple cap. This one had the fact that dim lights lower your appetite, which is pretty cool.
Want me to move?
You know, back in my day, we didn't have these newfangled Animal Crossings. If we wanted to cross animals, we'd go in the wild.
We found Isabel and officially entered the saltwater portion of the aquarium. Then we got to my favorite room in the entire aquarium, the Stingray Touch Room. This room was so cool. You get to touch several different species of stingray. But there was not only rays in that tank, there were also others. For example, horseshoe crabs and sharks. There was this one fish, though, that eluded me. The guitar fish. The guitar fish is really cool, and I really wanted to touch one. I was just never close enough to touch it. I tried so many times to touch it, but failed every time. But eventually, I was able to touch the guitar fish, and it was really cool.
There are more over there.
The other one's coming closer too. I got that.
Oh, there's two.
I got that one too.
There's two. I got it.
Oh wow, that's
The ray is an unusually shaped fish with a flat body and a long tail somewhat related to sharks. Seen from the bottom, the mouth on its stomach appears to be smiling, which is objectively adorable. But be cautious. Unlike most cute animals, some rays are extremely venomous. Beware the smile. Meet the stealthy royal masters of disguise in sandy hideouts. They prowl seagrass beds and lagoons at night. With spiracles and electroreceptive paws, they sniff out prey, then devour their tasty meals. Some might say it's good luck to catch a horseshoe crab, but I am not among them, eh, what? Though called a crab, this beast is an arthropod, and thus more akin to spiders and scorpions. Its long tail resembles a scorpion stinger, in fact, though it's quite harmless, they say. A living fossil, the horseshoe crab has been around since before the dinosaurs. With that tank-like shell, I suppose it would be the one to survive. But here's what truly rattles me to my beak. During breeding season, horseshoe crabs crawl up on the beach and make nests together in the hundreds. Hundreds of horseshoe crabs. And with that, I can say no more. Female horseshoe crabs can produce tens of thousands of eggs when spawning. These eggs are a vital food source for numerous birds, invertebrates, and fish.
We saw another Blathers cutout and went into the butterfly room. In the butterfly room, we were able to see one of my favorite butterflies, the owl's eye butterfly, and we also were able to see an atlas moth. We left the butterfly room and we were able to scan a QR code to get some Nintendo Platinum points. And then we went to the penguin room. Then we got to see the shark tank! Then we learned a little bit about angelfish.
The angelfish is truly a beautiful creature. Just look at the elegance of those fins. Despite the name, however, these lovelies are known to be rather aggressive. They've no qualms about relentlessly pursuing fish much smaller than themselves, while they even attack their own kin. It seems no fish is safe around these angelic bullies. It makes one wonder who comes up with these names. Appearances and names can be deceiving. Their bright scales help angelfish blend in among the colorful coral reefs where they reside. Like many fish, angelfish have a thin layer of mucus on their bodies which protects them from parasites and bacteria. And also from museum curators.
It's weird that the angelfish in Animal Crossing is a freshwater angelfish, but this sign is next to the tank with the saltwater angelfish. But it's just a little nitpick. We did see a freshwater angelfish earlier, though. Why, look at the time! It's butterfly fish o'clock! Thank you for more noises back there, Pluto.
Ah, the butterfly fish is just charming with its beautiful colors and elegant movements. I refer to it as a butterfly fish, but it's actually a grouping in which there are over 100 types. These beautiful aquatic friends swim in schools amid coral fluttering back and forth with the tides. The sheer awe one must experience when witnessing such a sight. It must be a dream, so much better than actual butterflies. Some butterfly fish travel alone until they find a long-term partner. Butterfly fish often have spots on their back fins that look like eyes. These eyes make it hard for predators to tell which way the fish is facing.
Man, this fish was a good hider. It took us so long to actually find it and film it for this video. We did see one later in another tank, but it took us till the second day at the aquarium to actually find it in the tank it was promoted to be in. But it was really satisfying when I finally saw it. We stepped away from the shark tank for a moment to look at some other fish, like the seahorse and the slate pencil urchin.
Ah, a favorite of mine to be sure. The seahorse is such a very unique creature and is indeed a fish. Though, as far as fish go, seahorses are not great swimmers. The seahorse, you see, has but a wee fin on its back which propels it through water rather poorly. Thus, these fish are often found using their prehensile tails to hold tight in amongst the seagrass. And here's one final fact for you. Seahorses have no stomach, and so must constantly feed to stay alive. Indeed, the life of a land horse sounds far easier than that of the hard-working horse of the sea. Seahorses are ambush predators. When prey is nearby, a seahorse will suck it up and swallow it whole. Seahorses tend to stay with one partner for a while. Partners start each morning with a dance. Slate pencil urchins are a type of sea urchin topped with thick, rounded spines that resemble sticks of chalk. These urchins' spines protect them not only from predators, but from violent waves as well. Found in coral reefs, they're usually bright red, brown, or purple in color. For all those bright colors, one would think the slate pencil urchin to be quite deadly. But all those pretty colors, it seems, are just a pretty show. These urchins usually live in shallow ocean waters, but have been found 2,300 feet down. Indo-Pacific species have bright colors. The Caribbean ones are brown. They are night scavengers, using their 5 teeth to scrape algae off rocks and corals.
Sorry about that. Despite saying there is, I do not think there is actually a slate pencil urchin in the Tennessee Aquarium. Or else they're just very good at hiding. I was trying to get a shot of this zebra turkey fish, but I got photobombed by a pufferfish, which I wasn't mad about. I love pufferfish. There are a lot of fish facts coming up. Get ready, Blathers!
Ah, the moon jellyfish. What's not to love about this pretty floating flower of the sea? Well, I suppose its tentacles do give a sting when touched, but it's only a mild thing to the likes of us. Other creatures may not be so fond of this translucent beauty, though who can blame them, really? Moon jellyfish have stinging cells called cnidocytes that kill fish and other small critters that float by. And they use their oral arms to pull these morsels into their mouths and stomachs. Indeed, one need but observe the moon jellyfish to see how brutal and beautiful nature can be. Moon jellies are actually not fish at all. They're invertebrates. Invertebrates are animals that don't have a backbone. Like all jellies, moon jellies sting, but their sting is mild and not considered dangerous to humans or owls. The sheer brilliance and diversity found in the aquatic underworld never ceases to amaze me. This zebra turkeyfish is as stunning to gaze upon as it is deadly. Those spines that are part of its defining physique are chock full of venom. Fortunately, zebra turkeyfish are not susceptible to another's venom. Though solitary, I imagine they give one another a mean fin bump when passing each other by. Zebra turkeyfish are native to the Indo-Pacific. In other parts of the world, like the Caribbean, they are considered an invasive species because they have no natural predators and can disrupt the delicate balance of the ecosystem. It is the spiny lobster's lengthy antennae that help set it apart from other lobsters. These 2 antennae can grow twice as long as the lobster's own body. And what a clever crustacean it is, having found a way to use those antennae as a means of defense. When the spiny lobster senses danger, it rubs its antennae against its exoskeleton. The horrid screeching sound frightens predators away. If someone scratched nails across a chalkboard in your direction, I dare say you'd run too. Spiny lobsters are also called rock lobsters. They come out at night to forage for food. Seasonally, they form single file lines and migrate to avoid cold or murky water. With its 8 limbs, 3 hearts, and surprisingly big brain, the octopus is quite the wonder. It is also an escape artist like no other. You see, the octopus has specialized skin cells that can change color and texture with lightning speed. Thus, it can look for all the world like a patch of seabed one minute and a pile of rocks the next. But the deception doesn't stop there, what? When attacked by a predator, the octopus releases a cloud of ink and, poof, makes its escape. Let's just call the octopus what it is, shall we? The ninja of the deep. The octopus has about 500 million neurons in its nervous system, more than any other invertebrate, and comparable to a dog. Most of those neurons are in their arms, which they use for touch and to sense chemicals. Good boy. Good boy.
I just want to take a second to point out how cool this octopus is. Every other octopus I've ever seen in an aquarium is always just still, but this one was so active. It was so cool. Hey, we found Dory.
Whoo! Careful now! These fish are particularly dangerous, despite their seemingly docile appearance. With its saturated blue and yellow tones, the surgeonfish is quite breathtaking. It's got to keep up with all the other vibrant fish that live in the coral too, I wager. Quite the competition. Its spine is sharp as a blade, so care must be taken when handling these beauties. Perhaps the best-known species of surgeonfish is the blue tang. Despite their name, blue tangs are bright yellow when they're young. When spotted by a predator, these fish sometimes freeze and play dead.
It was kind of weird that the surgeonfish info was by the Shark Tank, but there are only 2 surgeonfish in the whole aquarium, and both of them are in another tank. Next, we saw some flashlight fish whose eyes can glow in the dark. Then a certain seagull washed up on the beach, and we found Nemo.
Few can deny the delightful qualities of the clownfish. These vibrant fish make their home among venomous anemones. It's a mutually beneficial arrangement. Venomous anemones. Venomous anemones. Venomous anemones. The clownfish find safety in the anemone's wriggling arms, as well as leftover scraps of food. In return, clownfish ward off parasites and predators for the anemone. Thus, these colorful fish remind us of the importance of maintaining good cheer among our roommates. Clownfish have a mucus layer on their bodies that helps protect them from the anemone's stinging tentacles. To get used to a new host anemone, a clownfish will repeatedly brush against it over the course of several hours. Like its cousin the blowfish, when the pufferfish feels threatened, it inflates into a spiky balloon. The biggest difference between them is that the pufferfish is not deadly poisonous like its kin. So, while it may look scary, the substantially reduced risk to life and limb makes it much better company. Pufferfish love seagrass and coral reefs. They are not the fastest swimmers, but are great at crunching hard shells with their beak-like mouths. When threatened, they puff up like a balloon thanks to their super stretchy stomach, skeleton, and skin. The sea star may appear to have 5 feet, but those are, in fact, its arms. And though 5-armed sea stars are the most common, there are species with 20 or even 40 arms out there. But the fascinating appendage facts do not end there, what? You see, upon each sea star's arms sprout many dozens of tiny feet. Yes, feet! They use these suction-cupped feet not just to move about, but to grab hold of dinner guests as well. Finally, it should be noted that when a sea star loses an arm, it can grow it back. More impressive yet, a severed sea star arm can sometimes grow an entire sea star body back. It can take over a year for a sea star to regrow an arm. Sea star arms are also called rays. At the end of each ray is an eye spot that detects light. The sea urchin, the unabashed goth of the ocean floor. Indeed, with its mane of dark-hued spikes, it looks for all the world as if it might front a punk rock band. Perhaps its more demure relatives, the sea cucumber and the sea star, disapprove of its outlandish look. It would certainly explain why sea stars gobble up sea urchins every chance they get. But worry not for our spiky friend. Its venomous spines are an effective deterrent to many a predator. And then there are its sticky tube feet, which it uses to maneuver out of harm's way. Tube feet, I say! What will this salty rebel think of next? Urchins also use their spines and tube feet to grab food, like algae. Urchins have strong teeth to help them scrape and eat algae. The word urchin comes from an Old English word for hedgehog. Medusa herself would be most impressed by the sea anemone. This pretty predator loves to wave its colorful flowing locks about. But those gorgeous tresses are, in fact, deadly tentacles surrounding a hungry mouth. Triggered by the slightest touch, these tentacles harpoon victims with neurotoxin. The sea anemone then pulls the helpless, hapless prey into its mouth for a spot of lunch. I say, let this be a lesson. Never ever make an enemy out of an enemy. Wait. I say, let this be a lesson. Never ever make an enemy out of an anemone. Out of an anemone. Never ever make an enemy out of an anemone. Never ever make an enemy out of an anemone. There, I got it.
You know each one of those is going in.
I do know. Never ever make anemone out of Next fish! Living it up on rocks and pilings, anemones love the thrill of fast-flowing waters. Their nematocyst-packed tentacles are great for snatching prey. Some anemone larvae are also chimeric, which means two embryos fuse into one so they can grow faster.
We saw Pascal one last time, then went to the gift shop. We got a plush, 3 pezzes, and this bag. Then we went to a local food place called Burger Republic. 10 out of 10, would eat again. We went back to the hotel and I had some popcorn. An assistant had some Swedish fish.
Swedish fish. Ingredients, sugar, Wait a minute.
Then we went to the hotel's pool. It was so filled with chlorine that I got a terrible headache. And maybe got sick. I don't know if that was from the pool or not. Next morning we woke up and the thermostat was at 69. We left Pluto with his favorite show, whatever this is. Then we head to breakfast at the hotel. And then finally went to the aquarium. And at the aquarium, we got to meet a certain musical mutt.
Que mi o mi que mi o mi o mi que o mi na mi o mi que o mi na o mi que mi o mi que na mi o mi na o mi o na o na mi que o mi que o.
Also, the last time he would be showing up was at 4:20. I can't believe it. There have been 2 funny numbers and the day has just started. We also started the stamp rally, where we had to find 4 stamps to get a prize. Then we went back into my favorite room. Then Mom decided she wanted to touch the guitar fish, but he kept eluding her. But eventually, she would manage to touch the guitar fish.
Oh my gosh.
And shortly after, Assistant would get his chance too.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Dad, he's going over that way.
Take your picture, oh, he likes it.
Mom really wanted to touch this fish with the big forehead, but those kind of fish were too fast to touch. We went back into the butterfly room and saw some new stuff, like a blue morpho and a quail. Then there was this craft where you got to make your own paper bug. I made a scorpion and chose the red one because in the older Animal Crossing games, the scorpion was red, despite more common colors for scorpions being yellow or black, like in New Horizons. Then we took on a side quest, which was a really cool thing you could do at the aquarium, where you reach your hand into this box and pull out a fish toy. And you had to find the real deal somewhere in the aquarium. I had to find a seahorse, Mom had to find a jellyfish, and Assistant had to find Dory. I was able to finish my side quest by finding the seahorse, and shortly after, Mom found her jellyfish. Assistant was the only one left to find his. We said hi to the octopus again. Sadly, he was not as active as yesterday.
No, it looks like a vampire skull.
Oh, okay.
You want to say that again for the camera, Mom?
No.
She said I was going to say that looked like a
Finally, Assistant would finish his quest. Now all the side quests were done. I rode on this turtle. My turtle riding career seems to be going a lot better than my shark riding career.
Okay, that one needs yakety sax.
In this next room, I recorded a short that you might have seen to promote this very video. Hello everyone. I'm at the Animal Crossing Aquarium event in Tennessee, and there's going to be a super special video coming out soon all about this. This is a little preview though. We got our second stamp and took a lot of very epic photos in this cave room. Also, this happened. Then we went to the gift shop yet again, and we got this Tom Nook hat.
We're going to ask how much capitalism this is. Yes, yes?
Hello, hello, yes, yes. Give me your bells. We also got this little stingray and this shark puppet.
Hello there. How you doing?
Not our Sharko.
Yeah, it's good. This is a really good one.
Then we wanted to go see KK again, however the line was just too dang long, so we decided to stand right next to the entryway that he comes through, so we would get a video of him walking by.
Hello. Oh, I didn't want to.
Now that's what I call an Animal Crossing. TM. We walked past whatever this is supposed to be, and went back to the car to eat some robin's eggs. The candy, not actual eggs. We went to the freshwater building and got our third stamp. We saw some fish, and we also saw that they were auctioning off this golden ticket signed by the actual person who played Charlie Bucket in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Some of you might know I actually played Willy Wonka in a production of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So even though there was no way I could afford something like this, it was cool to see. The otters were actually out today, and they were really cool. They were swimming around, playing, and overall just being a joy to watch. Next we saw some more fish, including a northern hogsucker. Then we reached the monster fish tank yet again, and oh my god, we got so much footage of this tank. This was one of the best experiences I've ever had, just looking into this tank for probably about an hour. The arapaimers were so much more active, we saw super cool freshwater stingrays, and there was even a diver in the tank. We finally left the monster fish room and saw some more fish, including a green breast darter and a southern studfish. Just roll the fish clips. We went back for round 2 of sturgeon touching, which was pretty dang cool. Then we went to see the turtle room, and it was feeding time. This one was eating a dead baby mouse. Some of the turtles were eating other food, and they were also feeding the fish. Then we saw this really weird alligator illusion. Isn't water just so interesting? I also just want to say how much I admire the Tennessee Aquarium's dedication to sticking to a theme with the alligator tank. In the alligator tank, there are alligators, alligator snapping turtles, and even an alligator gar. I couldn't get a picture of it, so here's a video of an alligator gar from the monster fish tank. We also got our last stamp for the stamp rally, meaning the next time we went to the gift shop, we could get a prize. Then we saw a lot more fish. Then we saw one of my favorite fish, the knife fish, which we couldn't see yesterday, and I was upset that we couldn't find him. But lo and behold, here he is.
Right there. You see him?
No, I don't see it, Jack.
He's right there.
Where?
You see him?
No!
Right there.
I don't see.
Don't you see him?
The dark one?
There.
Oh, I
he's
see
right-
him coming right at us. Oh, there he goes.
Was it snakefish?
Yeah. On your way? If you want to get over there, get over there. Goby, that's the word I was looking for earlier today. Missing him. Oh, there he goes. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to go for.
Very good.
After that, we saw the beast here, which was another one of my favorite fish that we didn't get to see yesterday. Then we got back to the room with all the orange fish, and Mom decided she would take the camera to show me how to really take a picture of a fish. Then we reached the end of the aquarium. The last fish we saw was the catfish. Pretty cool.
How are you?
Then we received our prize, which was, drumroll please, a sticker! The exact same sticker that an employee gave me as soon as I walked in the first day. I told you to remember that sticker. Then we went to the gift shop and bought some stuff, including a keychain and a t-shirt. Then we got our hands on some Animal Crossing buttons. And then we left the aquarium. I'm really gonna miss this place. I've learned so much from this experience. Countless fish facts, what a guitar fish feels like, and if you want a big green breast darter, you have to be a southern studfish. The next activity on the vacation, Pluto could go. So Dad carried him down the stairs because he doesn't like stairs. And also because there's this mysterious candy that we didn't want him to eat. And we headed off to the mysterious location. Even I, at the time, did not know what this was going to be.
This isn't... Oh, this isn't part of it?
It's ahead on the left, my thing says. Like up here where these things are, maybe.
What does it say? For the benefit and enjoyment of the people.
The commons.
The commons.
And there's a big gnome.
Golf course. No. This might not be.
Are there horses?
No. We're still.
That's where all those people are, I bet.
Yeah, but it's not what I thought of.
Yeah. That's kind of what I thought it was.
Little Debbie?
Oh, it's
Little Debbie Park?
one thing. I thought it was.
No, it's a bunch of things around, I think.
Oh my God! It is a park.
Yeah.
What is it?
Look, do you see? Look back that way, to the left. To the left. Do you see the Little Debbie Christmas tree?
So I was right about it being something Little Debbie's theme.
Yes, you were. And I thought it was gonna be like a sculpture park with Swiss cake rolls, and I thought it was gonna be like a sculpture park. There's one.
No, there's gonna be more than one.
No, there's not.
There is.
Where am I?
I know there's more than one.
Welcome to Little Debbie's Park. It's funny considering we drove past a bunch of Little Debbie's trucks, and I jokingly said, "Oh, the mysterious location is going to be Little Debbie's magical chocolate factory," or something like that. Not knowing that the actual destination had something to do with Little Debbie.
That could be right. It could just be one thing. There were several.
This is hilarious. You'll hype this up as this huge, big, exciting thing.
I've never been there. I still think there's more than one.
And I think another funny thing is, you hype this up for so long, and then you're just like, it's just a bunch of Little Debbie's products. If it was a lot of them, you hype this up for so long, it's a bunch of products in a field.
Even if it was what we thought it was, it's still lame.
I wasn't saying it was lame. You just hyped it up a lot.
Is it? I don't think it's hollow. I think that's solid.
We were kind of scared that there would only be one statue. I really wanted to find a cosmic brownie because they're my favorite. Soon, we would find a second Little Debbie's product, and Pluto immediately peed on it. But I really wanted to find that cosmic brownie, and Mom said she thought she could see one off in the distance. Where do you say the cosmic brownie
I
is?
think it's there. Is that it? Right there.
Here I go. I'm coming for the cosmic brownie. It's a manhole! It's a manhole! Mom, it's a manhole! So yeah, not exactly what I expected. But we did find this cool park where you could make some music, and I played a familiar tune. We found a third cake, but still no cosmic brownie. We did get a lot of cool pictures on it though. But then, we finally found the cosmic brownie! Someone took a bite out of it! What a ripoff. No, but seriously, this was pretty cool. This may be a weird activity we did, but it was still really fun. Then I saw a big hill and I decided I needed to roll down it. Then we found a statue of Little Debbie herself.
Hello, Little Debbie. Why, thank you. Little Debbie, I think you kept these in the fridge too long. They're a bit frozen. That's the thought that counts.
We also found some interesting informational panels about the Little Debbie's company.
O.D. took his creativity and vision to a new level in the 1940s. His dream was to design and build a state-of-the-art 100,000 square foot building. When production began in 1947, the plant was highly automated and considered to be 10 to 20 years ahead of the competition. Ellsworth McKee spent the summer of 1946 scraping and painting trusses for the new plant. In the process, Ellsworth wore out 4 wire brushes and 7 paintbrushes, single-handedly painting nearly every truss used in the plant. A very important job. The silver paint would be used to stop rust and keep the trusses cool during the summer. In addition to being both a wife and a mother, Ruth McKee played a vital role in helping to run the family business. Thanks to her kindness and gentle yet firm touch, things at the plant ran very smoothly. Regardless of the risk, O.D. and Ruth struck out on their own during times of great hardship to start something they believed in. Sometimes success requires a great risk. Hard work was important to the McKee family, of course, but they also knew how to have fun. Little Debbie wasn't the first McKee child to appear on product packaging. O.D. and Ruth used their son Jack's likeness on wrappers for Jack's delicious cookies and pies, which were sold from 1946 to 1949. Jack McKee went on to become president and CEO of McKee Foods. At 16, Ellsworth dreamed of filling his father's shoes. As the 1940s progressed into the 1950s, young Ellsworth continued to help run the family business. Ellsworth went on to become president and CEO and later chairman of the board.
Enough of this! On to the next activity. Next, we wanted to find a place to eat. and we saw this place called Jack's and thought, we just have to go here. They had a lot of really good food, and also, they had an informational panel.
Since 1960, Jack's has been your home for delicious southern delights, award-winning scratch-made biscuits, mouth-watering burgers, hand-breaded chicken fingers, and hand-scooped ice cream and shakes. So, welcome home.
No more! We went back to the hotel, and before we left, we decided to try out the hotel's very own gym.
Thank you, gym room. It's been a blast.
Next morning, it was time to leave the hotel. Commence sad leaving montage.
Let's get out of this room.
Neurotic way to get out of the room.
Not erotic.
At the hotel, we found this sock that didn't belong to any of us, and most likely belonged to the person who used the room before us. And Pluto thought it would be a great idea to grab it and start playing with it.
No, that's not funny. One bit, not at all. Why does this door keep opening?
I opened it.
Why?
I opened it so we can see if there's nothing in it. I know, but you still check it 100 times.
Putting it under there.
I didn't. I put it on the shelf.
Oh, you did? You got it? Oh, yeah.
Okay, where are you gonna put it?
Somebody else's feet, Pluto.
Go higher. No, Pluto, you
She
leave.
said it's a challenge.
I know.
No. It's funny he's not going for the bagel. He's just going for this bagel top.
Oh, you better not go for the bagel. It's a raisin bagel.
Oh, Jesus, Tim, why would you do that?
Then we hit the road, and let me tell you, this car trip absolutely sucked hogs. This one felt so much longer, probably because we stopped a lot more times. But there were a few interesting things on the way home. For example, a ton of Cybertrucks. Then we went to the Little Debbie's shop, which was a huge shop that had pretty much every Little Debbie's products, even ones that are not in season. Little Debbie's merch, cardboard cutouts, tons and tons of t-shirts, and a giant inflatable Christmas cake you can buy. This place was crazy. For some reason I had two thises in the script. And we bought a ton of stuff. Our next detour saw us go up a mountain to reach this point, where if you stand in just the right place, you can be in 3 states at once: Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia. And we even took Pluto so he could be in all 3 states too. On the way down, we saw some miniature ponies, and this wall which was covered in ice. We stopped by Whataburger and got some really cool food. I had never tried it before, and I got this cool chocolate milkshake, and some fries. Then, because I had a ton of time to kill, I decided to finally fix my Animal Crossing New Horizons playlist. So, around 200 episodes into my Animal Crossing New Horizons Let's Play, I decided I wanted to make a playlist, but I was not patient enough back then to go down the list one by one, so Assistant said that he had a way to add the episodes faster and easier. This way also reversed every group of videos I added, and unshuffling them was such a daunting task that it took me until now to actually decide to fix it. Then we went to Buc-ees, which is this really cool gas station. I got a salad and even got to meet Buc-ee himself. It was super cool. What other gas station has a walk-around mascot?
Because we're waiting on Mommy and Jack. Mommy and Jack. Yes, waiting for them to come back. Well, it won't be very long now. Don't know why, I don't know how, but we're waiting on Mommy and Jack. Mommy and Jack. They're in there getting all the food for us. And that's why we shouldn't make a fuss, make a fuss. Well, we're here at that old Buc-ees. It's just like it used to be at Stuckey's, out here waiting for Mommy and Jack. Mommy and Jack. Okay, that's dumb.
Then we stopped at a parking lot to feed Pluto. We had a bit of a laugh about this Taco Bell sign. I then got some Taco Bell. Sadly, it was not a combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. We saw the wind turbines, but they looked very different at night. And then we finally arrived back in Illinois. I started to write the script you are listening to me read right now. Then I finally arrived home and got to get some rest. After all, I have a long day tomorrow of starting work on this video.
Are we done in this area? Allison? Are we finished in this area? Tim? And there's two. Jack.